What's in the books? 15th of February, 1957. My friend Roque Barca tells me that he ran to the Catalan city with lots of books the moment he heard the University of Barcelona students had started a strike. Books came in handy. A treaty of comparative law brushed against the left ear of the civil governor of Barcelona. He almost had the honor of being the first governor of Spain with only one ear. Roque Barca entered the building with books under his arm, while the police who tried to enter the university were beaten up. The riotous students did not think much of Roque. He looked like a short, chubby, gullible professor. He must be some new assistant, the students thought, barricaded behind windows of the building. Roque Barca told them, with a benevolent smile, "Kicking the police is not good for those who are trying to get university degrees. Someday you will remember this, and you will be ashamed of your actions. Any bellboy can kick, but not every bellboy can throw textbooks. I have brought a few." The students didn't let him finish. The reasoning had convinced them. The size of the hardcover books was even more persuasive. They seized the books as if they were loaves of bread. They were intelligence loads, indeed. They soon demonstrated that, in addition, they performed well as intelligence projectiles. The most excellent Don Felipe Acedo Colonga, badly appointed civil governor of Barcelona, arrived at the university. He sent for the president, who wouldn't leave his office. He was stuck there, with glue. Instead, students threw pots, stones, helmets, and Roque Barca's textbooks through the windows. Soon, Don Felipe, with his Excellency title, walked away from the dangerous place where a copy of organic chemistry could have left him with no ear and some lessons learned. Roque Barca caught up with him and gave him his most innocent facial expression, one that any saint would envy. "Governor, I come from the university. I'm terrified. I tried to convince Mr. Buscarons so that he would talk with you. He couldn't do it. It was materially impossible." "What do you mean, materially impossible? Mr. Buscarons has snubbed me, and this will cost him." "More costly will be his suit," replied Roque Barca, like someone who was speaking nonsense, "because the suit was brand new, and students stuck him to the seat with good glue." Ignoring Don Felipe's astonished face, the indomitable Antifranco continued, "I tried to read some convincing textbooks to the students, but they wouldn't read anything. Now I'm going to the Phalange offices to tell them about the situation, and to read some new textbooks to these drifting students." "Go for it," said the governor while shaking his head. "There are not many patriots like you, Mr. Roque Barca." He refreshed the memory of the first civil authority. Instead of going to the Phalange offices, the Antifranco, looking like he wouldn't hurt a fly, hastily headed to a poorhouse in Barcelona's 5th district. A few hours later, he left with 2 books under his arms. "The truth," Roque Barca writes to me, "is that nobody knows what the books contain. Naturally, I know what the books from Noy Palafit's house had in them. Surely you have read about it. The news about several bombs exploding in Barcelona has been published around the world. We wonder, who set them off? 2 of them were locked in small boxes that looked like books. No longer can you walk the streets carrying books without looking suspicious. If General Millán Astray resurrected, God forbid, he would shout even louder, 'Down with intelligence!' seeing what books do today." The tireless and effective Antifranco added, "My blue shirt is fading.